and you will never tune in. Tune in.
You know what it is.
My opinions are facts. Podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yo.
What up?
Shit,
good,
y'all. You know what it is. You know what it is. Know what I mean? Mic check 1, 2. What's happening? I mean, yeah, Bow Wow going crazy. You know what I mean? Everybody going crazy on him like, yo. Know what I mean? Yo, you talk about Columbus, motherfucker. You always talk about Atlanta. Fuck out here. But,
Le'Veon was just talking about him.
Yeah, that's why I told him earlier. Le'Veon was talking about, you know what I mean? I think I sent it to him and shit.
Maybe a boxing match? Le'Veon versus Bow Wow?
Nigga, that's not even a boxing match. You talk about running back who gets hit all the time and gets a 5'5".
Nigga, you know he still got them like Mike shoes that are not laying around somewhere. Do anything with them joints.
So it's going to be like Mike Jordan versus Le'Veon Bell, a.k.a. Mike Tyson. Cord their head when they're in the ring. I mean,
That'll be bad.
Wow.
That'll be bad.
That's crazy.
All right, so today, you know what I mean, it shows 50 Cent all last year streamed over a billion more views than Jay-Z last.
What's the numbers? What's the exact numbers on that? I want to see that.
Like what exact numbers? Hold on. I got it around her. So why the fuck?
Even though Jay-Z's probably the only one out of those two that has the most recent project. So when it comes to music, right?
Yeah,
but
crazy facts.
Total views for 50 Cent in 2024 800 million. My bad. 1.800 billion.
Damn.
Views. Jay-Z 722 million.
I can tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why right now. It ain't hard to tell. That many men keep going viral every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't beat that song. That song generational.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people keep redoing it, guy.
I'm gonna tell you a key thing too. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but a lot of Jay-Z fans don't go on YouTube. They actually play his music on streaming services. They don't. You know what I mean? 50. You know he got more.
That or you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
YouTube.
Think about you got. All right, but also too, you know, they got the CDs. They got the CDs.
Right. Get the CDs too. So is that YouTube views, right? Just YouTube strictly?
Huh?
That's YouTube views strictly, right?
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
All right, yeah. Most Jay-Z fans, like you said, either listen to CDs or they're not on YouTube. They're streaming it. Yeah, because they're
that's such a different time period, bro. Especially with the CDs being gone. Like knowing that 50 Cent surpassed Jay-Z.
But now you gotta look at it too, though. Know what I mean? 50 came out 2003, right? Jay was still putting stuff out. He put the Black Album out the same year.
That's why I'm shocked. It had to been running since the CD thing. Nobody can keep track. Like nobody's really trying to stream Jay-Z shit.
So now you gotta remember this is YouTube views for 1 year, 2024. So the past, but why does more people jump into 50 Cent? In my opinion, is the fact that Many Man song is just so it resonates with everybody. You see what I'm saying? It just resonates with anybody. Because let's say you're having a rough day, you feel like you got some haters, you're always gonna play that song. I see Tom Brady play night. I see
Tom Brady was.
I see Jokic played an interview last night.
Oh yeah, he said it was his favorite. Yeah, he said it was his favorite song.
So like I said, that's the greatest underdog song ever. So it's
what do you think that nigga's favorite verse is? Is you illiterate nigga?
Oh damn, I got this right in front of me. Damn, hold on. After whatever, damn. I got this right in front of me. I got this. You know what I mean? This is why no one ain't, you know what I mean? See that? You know what I mean?
The Blueprint and the Black Album.
Hey
Them
man,
by the
listen,
Black
I'm gonna get this right
Album.
though. I ain't gonna lie, them two albums. Now, 50 my favorite all the time, but Once Upon a Time, Jay-Z, them two albums right there, man. Especially that Blueprint. That Blueprint was something different, man.
Let me get my opinion about it real quick though.
Yes, sir.
If it wasn't for Pharrell and Kanye, would that album, would those two albums be what they were?
Oh, you said Pharrell Kanye. That they have joint album, right? In 06?
No, I'm talking about the Black album. Like there was some production.
Start again. Start from the top. I'm lost. Okay, start again. See what you gonna say.
Majority of the songs that was popping up of some of those albums was made. Like I know Pharrell had a couple joints from him.
I think he got one on the album.
What? Which
Black album? Wait, which album?
You talking about the Black album?
Black album.
Okay.
Kanye did that. I feel like Kanye had a lot of his head in that Blueprint.
Yeah, he definitely he did it. He did making the second half.
I mean,
honestly, on the Black album, my favorite song probably is "I Don't Know Why They Were Right Back."
Funny, so many people said that was the weakest song when they had a poll. I seen on DX on IG said that was the weakest song.
I like that change.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
damn, that's two. Okay, all right, Mike. Yeah, that's two. He did that too.
I still want it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, sexy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. So, I was like 19 when that came out and shit. Everybody had the toboggan with the brim on it. You know what I mean? Nah, that's when people start. That's when we start. Hey, that's when Jay started doing the button ups.
It was fire, but he had the button up with it though. That was crazy.
But everybody started having button ups though. He started having everybody having the button ups.
The button up with the toboggan and brim is crazy.
But no, that was dope time. You know what I mean? But at the same time too, we gotta look at that right.
Yeah.
It's just like when 50 dropped. Remember, 50 dropped basically 2 albums in 1 year. He dropped Get Rich, and then he dropped the G-Unit album. Same day as the Black album.
Well, these numbers dictate something different. This is 2024 YouTube streaming. So why is 50 so above him this day today with YouTube streaming?
Well, I'm gonna say one thing, right? So within that time, right, Jay was already old as fuck anyways when he made a Black album. So the content was too older at that time. You know what I mean? So think about it. You know what I mean? The Black album, he turned around and made that shit with rock band. What's the name? Linkin Park and stuff. Like, remember, that was his retirement album. He was old as hell. You know what I mean? So his music was already matured. 50 was new. That was the new wave.
So
when 50 came out.
24 though, how the numbers are like that? Because this is 1 year's worth of that.
All right, so say like, all right, Lil Mike, you know what I mean? Mike. So you're just in a way kind of starting getting your way into like music and start listening, you know what I mean? This and that. He's not gonna go and listen to Reasonable Doubt or anything. He's not gonna listen to Dead Presidents. Know what I mean?
I'm gonna have it on my joint, but I ain't going out my way to be like. It depends if I'll think of the beat before I think of type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's not gonna listen to Volume 1, Volume 2, and this and that. But
if it pops up, I'll listen.
Now you're what? You're what? 28, right? Or 27, right?
27, but 28, yeah.
Okay, so you gotta think he's still in his 20s. He grew up. His generation is like right now for music and motherfuckers listen to right now. And he grew up, and we got Get Rich or Die Trying.
Right.
So a lot of Jay's music.
We had two of the Get Rich or Die Tryings. We had the one from the movie. The one from the movie was that might be one of my favorite ones. So I was too young to do anything when the first one came out.
Yeah, but see, he grew up with that album, and that generation is what now. So let's say Jay, what 4 or 5 albums dropping in the 90s.
Right.
You know what I mean? So his age range, a lot of people. So we think when he came out in 96, we was like 10 or 11. So all them old motherfuckers who bought the album, who was the age of 25 back then, they don't even know what YouTube. I mean, they probably know what YouTube is, but they're not going on YouTube and this and that. They're playing the tape right now, the CD right now. They're not looking for that. Well, them niggas in their 50s now.
So they're having trouble finding this shit right? Because they just won't go on YouTube.
So so the demographic YouTube, I'm pretty sure they break that analytics. So it's like the age group. The average person going on YouTube, how old are they? They're probably 25 or older.
Yeah, and what they grow up on. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So basically, anything younger than that's going TikTok. So we know how it is. So I would say for me, my first like if I'm researching on YouTube, but if I want to hear music or TikTok, I want to hear music on YouTube, which neither one I would do because I would stream on Apple. But if I go on YouTube, watch something, of course, it'd be a 50 Cent thing first. And he got a good point, Michael. That Girls Got Time soundtrack, man. Damn,
I was saying yesterday. I was walking in the snow yesterday. You know what I mean? I want to drive. I walk in the snow yesterday. You know what I mean? I don't know, some bricks. You know what I mean?
Yo.
The seeds, give them seeds. Give them I would buy but nah, it's
that was one of them songs that was like Cat Williams that when he was talking about Rick Ross's song.
Nah.
There's a lot of songs on that album that's almost like anytime you go somewhere like that was I don't know what I was trying to change this.
Nah, it's bringing back in childhood. But you see how happy you got when you're just thinking about it. You remember, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jay, it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's not. So you know what I mean, it's just like honestly, like if I want to listen to Jay right now, I can't listen to Jay right now because you know why? It just sounds, I want to say it's not outdated. It's just the message. It's just like it's. Know what I mean?
He's still MCing. Like
he's still MCing, but just
like. Can you even compare that to any 50 Cent's work? 444.
Listen, first of all, Jay-Z, he's older than everybody. So when Jay-Z, y'all gotta remember, he was out in '88. So
man, we're not talking about that. That's like talking about Twister when he came out '88. We ain't trying to hurt that. Like, nah.
Let me lay my plane.
Man, we're not trying to hurt '88 Jay-Z. He wasn't full-fledged. He just spit a couple rhymes. We're not listening to that.
I understand. Let me get off more than 2 words so I can kind of see words. I can see what I'm
all right, well, I mean, go ahead.
So basically, you have a person like that, when he came with Reasonable Doubt, the man was 28 years old.
Okay.
So he was more mature. So he comes from a Big Daddy Kane era. So when he come to now, so he did Blueprint.
So what the hell has to do with 88 got to do with the hell we talk about now? What are you talking about?
Let me lay my plane. You stop cutting me off mid-sentence. So basically, at the end of the day, it boils out of this. So most people ain't gonna listen to Jay because his maturity on his music, a lot of people ain't on.
He's out. You're saying he's out of hits though.
Jay always keep a hit. He always got a hit.
Well, last time he had a hit.
When he dropped 444. 2017.
17. What was the hit song?
Off the album, you had Story of OJ.
That wasn't a hit song.
That was the only song like that was like.
Now I say the best song off of there was the best song to me on there is the song with Frank Ocean.
I thought.
I
say hits, and we asked for hits.
Ready for
what platinum?
Yeah. So let's see.
Y'all switch up on
Yo,
me,
he said,
no.
Everything else lost, they pretend to. Yo,
listen to me.
He said one more thing. He said some shit about. He said a little Uzi bar. He said some shit about a Uzi bar. Man, he said some shit.
A hit's platinum, right? A hit goes platinum. 1 million sold. That's considered a hit, right? Is that considered a hit, or they changed today? Is platinum still considered a hit if you go platinum?
Yeah.
I mean, no more if it's platinum.
You don't have to go platinum before it be a hit. You don't have to go platinum.
But if it go platinum, it's a guaranteed hit. That's all I'm asking.
Patrick Holmes winning the Super Bowl.
If it's platinum, there's a good chance it might be on somebody's library.
Corey Reeves, now me just like that. Now we going to Super Bowl. Chiefs. My bad.
If you go platinum, do you have a hit song? If you go platinum on it, right?
I just said it. You don't have to go platinum for it to be a hit song. What are you talking about?
I'm talking to him. See how but I'm trying to get to both of y'all. Y'all just gotta listen and focus. So it's a hit song.
Like he's gonna start from 88.
No, OJ hit song. He said last time he hit song. 50 he put out hits since when, but his music resonates better with more people because the underdog story is always the best. Jay don't have an underdog story. He tried to create one on the Blueprint when he got into the clothing game, but people didn't resonate because Jay-Z has always talked too rich, too mature. His music was always too mature for most people. We was rocking with Jay before 50 because Jay was like, okay, he's still a little street. Once 50 came out, Come on, man. Everybody. Bro, Jay was my favorite rapper. When I take my favorite rapper,
I know. You can't tell this motherfucker nothing about. Listen. We literally, it'd be like a whole bunch of he could not stand the fact that Ether Jay-Z. You couldn't put in his head that he could not understand that Ether Jay. Like
I know it's better, but I had a lot of myself.
No, it took you 10 years to admit that. No, listen. He said no.
Niggas, he be like,
no. Listen, he said back then. No. No, he said back then. Listen, he said back then and all the way like 04, 05. He even said Jay-Z was better than Tupac. Yes, the fuck you did. Don't fucking like. Yes, you did. You lucky. Damn, you like I can't.
You fucking up. Nigga, I know that. But I'm trying to make my point. But you know what I'm saying? I know I'm tripping. But so, all right. At the end of the day, 50 is going to do better than Jay because 50 is more relatable.
Yeah.
Like how you said the George Down Trying soundtrack. That don't get talked about enough.
Nah. That's one of the dopest, soundtracks ever.
And listen, MOP, that song that he slept on the album. I love their song.
Yeah.
I don't, bro. Jay don't like really had like 444 didn't have nothing to be in the club, but I don't even want to. I'm saying like that one Get Richard Die Trying, like Best Friend was definitely probably played in a club before.
Oh yeah. That was the banger of the summer. Love song, one of the love songs in 06.
And could you imagine the vibe compared to that compared to if you were in the club when the shoulders off come on?
I was nowhere time, but see, I'm gonna say like 04, there was so much. Nah, it was dope. It was a dope song.
But
it was dope song.
Like that.
Oh, that's crazy to me.
No, it was a dope song, the beat, this and that. But it was just, here's the thing, because Jay was so old at the time, and like I said, he had people rocking the button-ups. So how old was he at that time, Jay?
My bad, 34.
Now, everybody knew in the rap game, once you turn 30, you got to get out. Even Biggie was saying that. Remember that? Yeah. Biggie said that back in 96. He was like, yo, everybody knew once you turn 30, you got to get out. Know what I mean?
I didn't think about that. He's 34 years old. Of course you wear button-ups because you're so mature. You're not thinking like you're 25 no more. You're not wearing jersey no more. You wear button-ups because you're old.
Yeah.
But he's been around so many people. Like, you would think not to wear a button-up with a pair of jeans.
34, you naturally think become really old.
So we're saying back then he was that old, mature. Like I said, yo, I'll keep it real, Mike. You know, it's the club era, so everybody's in the club. Man, ain't nobody going to the club going.
No, for real.
Yo, that shit look corny.
Compared to like if in the club's on.
Yeah.
I mean, because listen, because that was still getting played. But here's the thing, though. When we got in that era, you know, when Black Album dropped, you wasn't really hearing that because that's where Lil Jon and them came in.
Oh,
it pushed them out. 50 G Unit. Know what I mean? You had so many hits that you're not playing Jay-Z.
Well, listen, that goes back to all right. So we take that in time frame
in the club,
I'm talking in real time. So in real time, Jay went on said this on Breakfast Club in 2011. So in real time, Jay knew what was about to come because 50 was really back then. When you buzz. This before the internet or internet had anything to do with it. But so he buzzed so much. Jay told, like you said, Beezy like, hey. Make what you gotta make now because once you put it out, you gotta sit back and let 50 Cent come through. It's a whole different animal. Yeah. When he came through, he had Lil Jon that like party up tempo. Nobody want to be smart, millionaires, button up shirts. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You want to hear the underdogs. You either want to be the underdog, you want to party with Lil Jon and spit liquor out everywhere.
Yeah, that's when the South really came. South really came in 04. Don't get me wrong, 04 was a different thing that Jay couldn't get in. So, like I said, I mean, so that was our era. So now, say future time and right now, it's just like, yo, at the end of the day, it's like the only thing that really getting played from Jay is like imaginary players.
I feel like Jay-Z on. I just thought of this shit, bro. Jay-Z lost a fucking 50 Cent when he retired, bro.
I think that forced
he probably would never admit that.
It forced him to retire. Yeah, you're right. It forced him to retire.
Yeah, because think about it, yo. Jay, and this how times was crazy. So Jay wasn't the most selling in New York. We're talking New York, but he was the boss of New York. He was the king of New York. Like, it was no deny. Ja Rule might have sold more, but Jay was the king of New York. Like, dog, it was Jay. Nas might be in that battle, but Jay was still considered king of New York.
Because he owned his shit.
He owned his shit. He was just like a boss. Rockaway was doing $200 million a year, shit like that.
Yeah, the S. Dot Carters.
Yeah, S. Dot Carter, but then you had somebody come in you never expected. That 50 Cent Wayne was something.
That was unexpected. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, yo, I was gonna buy Power of $1 and it was supposed to come out. I remember I went to the CD store and they was like, oh, I got pushed back, so I bought Mos Def album, but I was always 50 fan. Yeah. Know what I mean? And then I remember you know what I mean, Brother Justin bought How to Rock, what's it called? Mad Rapper album. You know, How to Rob and shit, you know what I mean? That shit was dope. Not always played, but you know, 50 wasn't supposed to be where he's at all. And,
I would say,
and then here's the thing: like when 50 dropped Wanksta, like he already had a buzz from the mixtapes. Like no, I'm gonna say this real: like no one that had a mixtape run like G Unit. Nobody.
Nigga had LeBron.
Wayne's the closest
the other day,
but not G Unit.
Host a whole G Unit mixtape.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them. But it's hard to dispute that because I ain't gonna lie. I argue with it because my favorite is, of course, G Unit mixtape and all that stuff. But man, we start looking at the Waynes and Gucci makes the mixtape things get more
Gucci
tricky.
this and that. But see, here's the thing.
You know?
They made songs that you didn't even know whose song it was. But let's get past that. But like Wanksta, because you know what I mean, once you tied in with Eminem, you good. But his music was just so great that you know what I mean. Throw on Wanksta. I guarantee people probably know that song more than 90% of Jay-Z's catalog.
More than 99 Problems.
Yeah. Or they're gonna know a line.
Maybe, I don't know. 99 Problems is
the man. Yeah, 99 Problems is dope. Now listen, this won't say about Jay. This is why I tell people, I'm like, yo, a lot of people get the Jay stands get on my nerves, but I'm like, Jay is my favorite rapper for a reason. But I knew commercially he could never be up with the Ja Rules and Nelly's and all them dudes. But I knew he was spit. He was a straight street rapper, and it depends because it's certain what you was in life. So if you was really to the streets, all that, whatever, like, or just be outside to see what's going around your surroundings, you rock with Jay. Jay was just so mature because we didn't realize how older he was than all of us. You know what I'm saying? He's older than Big and Pop. If Big and Pop was living, he's older than him. He got 3 years on both of them. You know what I'm saying? So if you're 3 years older than our
man, that Caden Clark, bro.
What?
Caden Clark.
Happy birthday, Caitlin. If you see this, happy birthday.
You know what? I'm just going,
shit.
I might say Dr. Umar's thing, but I ain't gonna say what he said. I would that big. I would keep us on StreamYard. I was that crazy, but
I love you, Caitlin. So I'm a wife beater.
Shout to the Query. That's all I can say. Query.
Yeah, she'll sign a sports bra. I'll give it to you.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that should be like a G in the white beater.
But I just think like, you know, Jay stuff. Not only that, it was just like, remember, all, you know, the metaphors he spit back then, this and that, is so complicated. People ain't on it like that no more. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna ask Mike. So with Jay-Z? How did you rock with him? When do you consider him in your top 20? Because I know you're in your top 10.
No, Jay-Z would be a top 10 for me.
So what was it? What resonated about him? What didn't resonate about him from you?
How he wasn't comfortable with like the change. It always seemed like he always wanted his sort of category of hip hop, and he wanted separated from everybody else. That's what I like. The death of auto-tune shit. Like, nigga, we could have had T-Pain like up all the way up here, but we didn't because the nigga kind of shitted on the shit. You know what I mean? Or
it didn't affect him.
But still,
T-Pain killed himself. If
artists at that time were looking at Jay-Z as like, oh yeah, I want to be like Jay-Z to just look up to him. You use an auto-tune to make it. Like,
he inspired a lot of people. So basically, saying, I see where Michael coming from. Mike's basically saying that he inspired that Gen Z because they're like, yo, dog, this auto-tune thing works for rappers.
Right.
Jay was against it.
Right.
And
Kanye. People would be more
separated
comfortable to work with. I feel more comfortable to work with 50 Cent than Jay-Z.
Right.
Right. Real shit.
Nah, I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't even think about if $250 or dinner or 50 Cent. I'd probably take a dinner with 50 Cent.
I mean,
no
shit.
Way. I would. I would take dinner with 50 Cent just because I'll find a way to get $250.
We know you would.
But, I mean, just because. See, now it's like a Jay stand.
He's like, yo, man,
you're a Jay stand.
You didn't have to wear the jean and tank top for lunch.
I'm a Jay fan. See, Jay stands. They're blind.
No, bro, he was a Jay stand. Like you couldn't tell him shit about Jay-Z. I mean, nothing bad about Jay-Z.
All right, but there's a difference between me and the stand. See, a stand, they'll be like, I'll be like, yo, and I'm being real because I said at the time. So back.
Tell how you felt, how you really felt about Ether.
I'll get to that, but let me say this first about the Renegade song.
What's up, niggas?
Well, hold.
Fuck Jay-Z.
Renegade. I even said back then, Eminem had a better verse than Jay-Z. He got Our Money on Renegade. These stands are like, this is what the stands say. Oh, Jay will say more to relate to. Like, shut up, man. Eminem washed him on that song. Because I'm like, it wasn't close. Now, Ether. Now, like I said, yeah, I was lying to myself for like 10 years, but this is how I separate it too. And I know, and he gotta admit, anybody knows me, would always say about Takeover. I never liked the beat. I said that beat was trash. You never heard me play that song. You never heard me ever just hit play on Takeover. I skipped that. And Hola Ovito. I skipped them 2 songs. I hate them songs.
Hola Ovito.
That song. Quick backstory why I was like Hola Ovito.
Nah, motherfuckers.
It's still a headbanger though.
Nah, that was a banger. I don't know how you like that.
Here's a backstory. So
one day, motherfuckers.
Sean, I was probably 19. Running down the street doing what the kids do, rubbing down the block, whatever. I kept walking past this one house, and whoever was living in that house, of course, they probably was passed out from whatever the fuck they was doing. It was playing so loud out the house for hours. The same song. Whoever had it had a repeat. I got tired of hearing it because I kept walking past here the whole time. I was like, I hate the song. I never wanted to hear it.
Whenever with my people.
I'll go through. I hated that song. Every day I know that song in my life. I hate that song. But you know what I'm saying? But nah, Ether, I ain't gonna lie. Man, what made me so mad, I knew when he said, you top ho. I'm like, damn. You 36 in the karate class. I'm like, damn.
But, you know what I mean? Just saying that, you know what I mean? Like, I think, 50 just made music that everybody can understand better and easier. You know, like I said, Jay is so much older than everybody. He was already mature back in 2003 when 50 dropped his first album. So it was just like, now, like I said, your generation, y'all still in your 20s, y'all grew up on Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, and seeing this type of news for 50 surpassing Jay-Z, I look at it
by
like
a billion.
I look at it now, like at my age, just like, whoa, shit, I expected it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to like, wow, I wouldn't be like, oh shit. But it still is like a oh shit for hip hop, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I'm shocked too.
Jay-Z didn't push the generation, like changing generationally.
Nah, because you know what? He's Beyonce's wife.
I'm gonna say this though. Now check this out.
You know why that nigga did that collab with Samsung instead of Apple when he did Magna Carta? That nigga should have worked. He should have went with Apple.
Yeah, he had a fake.
Yeah. Million sold.
He's disconnected though, man.
Nah, million sold copies. I'm taking that went platinum before dropping. That was the first time somebody ever did that.
He disconnected, man. Everybody was on Apple. He's on Samsung. Like, come on. We was on Apple Music. He was on Tidal.
Listen, if you guarantee me 1 million albums sold before my album drops by making a cell phone deal, I'm doing that. No rapper ever did that before. But I'm gonna go back to something what I'm gonna say. Now, if 50 would have caught Jay, 50 still would have outdid him. Now, 50 would have caught a 98 Jay-Z when he was younger and he still was in that, y'all want to make some commercialized music. At that time, now that would have been a better point Jay because he was like, I think 29, but he dropped the Can I Get It, what, and all that stuff. That's when Jay was like commercially, you know what I mean? We're trying to get that commercial push.
But you want to know my honest opinion?
What?
I still listen to some of I listen to like Magna Carta, some of probably 444 more than some of 50's.
It's crazy.
Some of 50 songs.
Nah, it's crazy. All these Jay stands don't like Magna Carta for some reason. Nah, that album was dope as fuck. I don't give a fuck. Everybody said that was lit.
Everybody collab.
Yeah, that was dope. Nah, I mean, all them Jay stands, like, I mean, Magna Carta was dope.
It's haters. I love that album.
It was. Yeah.
Definitely haters.
I can listen to that more than some of 50 songs, but I'll still be discovering some of 50 songs that I'd be like Ghetto Quan. I got to go back, like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, I never heard that shit.
Yeah, nah, it was dope. That's what's supposed to be on his first album.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I listened to all the songs 2002 of Power Dollar because ran bootleg style, so you hear everything. And if it was up to me, if I had to choose, I tell people this, I'm like, I'm a real 50 fan. Power Dollar is my favorite album, but it's not an album. So I had to say give it a try. But Power Dollar, if you go back to listen to Good Die Young, I remember I used to tell you all the time, like, my funeral played Good Die Young. I was like, that's my favorite goddamn
crazy,
song.
Man, ain't crazy.
With the money that love me. It's the money that make people love me. It's the money that make it all ugly. Dog, when he said that, we said love your enemies. Love your enemies, hate your friends. Enemies remain the same. Friends always change. I was on that song, man. Like,
hey, you know what I mean? Hey, 50. It was crazy. 50 was up. He was around. Not be the late 90s, but he just couldn't find his break. He was in the Horse and Carriage video, Cameron and Mace. Well, shit, Mace wasn't in it. You know what I mean? He showed the pool. It was so funny. Like, oh, you was in the video? He's like, yeah. Now he showed the pool.
He got the chick on his own.
Yeah. Yo, he said, that was the funniest shit. That Onyx song, you know what I mean? But anyways, though, it's just when he came out, and we already knew, and we knew like, yo, it's the aggression when he came out, the anger.
That's what it was.
You know what I mean? When Jay came out with the flows, he just rapping and just like there's no emotion with him. He just swing his arms like with. You know what I mean? All right.
I think there's a split thing. I'm gonna say this: 98 J would be the closest thing that could. 50's better, but the 98 J would be the closest thing to getting to where 50 was at when he's doing music. Because Jay was be commercial at that time. That Volume 2, Volume 3, that's the most he's trying to be commercial. He's trying to make a whole bunch of club bangers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a tougher. Now that's a Jay that I could compare with 50. Like, yo, if you want to part of Jay, get them to Volume 2, Volume 3.
I think his words, of course, he has the voice would pump him. Pause.
Who, Jay or 50?
Jay. But like I said, when there's no emotions behind it, so when you hear Many Men, the part, he got hit like he hit, but he ain't fucking. You know what I mean? You felt that. You know what I mean? You felt that. You know what I mean? Shit, we in the club, like you're feeling that, like you just seeing the know what I mean?
Well, that's why Jay was
heat, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers trapping back in the day, like heat. Like, you know what I mean? Just, bro, your brains like hood shit, like straight hood shit. That's keep thinking arcane before you get to school, pop. So back up, like
Jay's artistic way. All right, Jay. So Jay's artistically in the sense of like a painter, like Michelangelo. 50 was more artistically far as a Basquiat or something like that, where you just do some old new crazy, like, oh man, this is the best thing ever. So Jay was more basic. Jay was a basic artistic. So he was a lyricist, spitting technical. He was a technical MC. That just had to learn how to make commercial shit. At 50 was a straight artist to where only him, Drake, Nelly, Ja Rule, all them dudes, like they hold this certain realm of being an artistic hook wise and verses.
Yeah, so they do.
Yeah. Huh?
They all kind of fit in that. Like them. There's a couple names that you said, like Nelly. Nelly's definitely one of them up there.
Drake's another one. You gotta get Drake, gotta get Ja Rule.
Where it's just understandable if they were surprised somebody that we looked at the time was great. You know,
the words
like how surprised would we be if Chris Brown ever surpassed Michael Jackson?
Listen, we're not talking now. We're not.
Just saying.
We're about to get kicked out. Hey, you already got Kate and Clark up now. Don't push it. But nah.
Today, I see some post today. I seen this on Hip Hop Dance. This dude, Michael Jackson, I don't know, man. That's what he was like. Look, Michael Jackson used to call the hotels because he said Michael never paid for nothing.
Yeah,
remember he's like I just call the hotel like, hey, I'm coming to such I need a presidential suite. You don't charge me for it because he said once I say I come here, you're going to get so much attraction because everybody in the world is going to come to try to see me at the hotel, and they're all going to come here to try to be like that. You know what the hotel? He said the hotel said, "Oh, sure, Michael don't got to pay for nothing." Click. He said Ferrari wasn't give him a Ferrari. No one ever had in the world. But he said Michael Jackson. He's like he never was a fan of cars. He'd have told him to send the car to Neverland because we said do it. Michael Jackson was so here. There's nobody's gonna reach that stratosphere ever again.
You can't. That's why they said soul albums and
it said him and Jesus are tied for the most popular people ever on earth.
Him and Jesus.
Jesus Christ. They said him and Jesus Christ are the most known people on earth.
But hey, Jay did bring Mike out for Summer Jam though.
I give him that.
Mike Jack?
I give him that. Yes,
he did. You know, he brought him on stage in New York, Shad.
Yeah, but hold on, I do remember that. But I remember Dame Dash was talking about it because there was a thing that was going around about like
that
Jay-Z's, his reaction.
Yeah,
all the niggas, yeah.
But you know, Jay never spoke on us. We don't know what he feels, but I think he just
right. And that's you know what? That's another thing I heard some. He don't talk much, but I mean, he don't need to. I mean. He's a billionaire, so you know what I mean. But you know, but music wise, but music wise, it just 50 is more better because you could feel his words,
right?
You know what I mean. So,
but the fall off for 50 was bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. He fell off musically. Oh my!
Said fall off for 50.
Musically was horrible.
Musically.
God damn. Because I ain't gonna lie, Curtis album was mad. That made me so mad. I was so disappointed in that album, bro.
I know.
I was ready to cry because that shit was so trash.
That's good. But he was also listen.
Kanye,
if it wasn't for Kanye, that would have been the best album of all time, bro. If it wasn't for Kanye, that would have been. If Kanye didn't drop or go put
that Curtis still suck.
I'm just saying, Kanye.
Listen, the day when that album dropped, right? He dropped that Robin Thicke video. That shit fucking sucked. That shit was trash.
Kanye, bro, that fucking 50 Cent album, we would have looked at that shit like it was the best album, bro. Kanye really switched it to where it was like
50
not acceptable
to
have some sort of ass album like that.
Listen, that Curtis was trash.
What did you like on Curtis?
Nah, there's probably like 3, maybe 4 good songs.
What you say, Reese?
What you like on Curtis? Tell me the song you liked on
The Get Money was the only good song, nigga. And then you go on that.
Change me the best album. No, we wouldn't change.
I'm saying
that was a 4 single.
I'm saying we probably wouldn't even got that Kanye if we didn't have Kanye, nigga. If we didn't have Kanye,
Kanye was on. See, Kanye was on regardless because Kanye was so. Listen, Kanye was up for real. I'm gonna be real with you. The best artist of all time, rapper, fuck all the other rapper, is Kanye West. Artistically, that graduation was so. Come on, bro.
Listen, at that time. Everybody had on aviator joints.
How I remember
Good Life.
Bro, how I remember it was when I was younger, nigga, it was 50 Cent. Any goddamn given chance we get to try to listen to 50 Cent. But then Kanye dropped All Falls Down. He dropped All Falls Down and all that shit. And it was like, oh, we got one of these too. So whenever a game came down to the point when them two were competing, it's crazy that we would have. I feel like I would have thought that Curtis album was so fire if I didn't get Kanye.
All right, I'll take your perspective.
But here's another thing too.
I'll explain it a little bit better.
No.
Here's another thing too. Jay-Z didn't really push his artists like that. So what I'm saying is, here's what I'm saying. So all right, so Siegel never went platinum. Siegel's his best artist. Never went platinum and no nothing. Yeah, he had a couple dope albums, but you know what I mean? It didn't translate to whatever. Right. Now, when 50 dropped, and then he had to push his artists, Game went 5 times platinum. This is how we do. You know, everybody playing
in the club, and
that song got more play. Listen, that song got more play than any any Jay-Z artist. Any song from Jay-Z artist. You know that. Look, he quiet. No, he don't tell the truth. But then, okay, that hated. Nah, what I'm saying too, hate it or love it. That song got more play than anybody under Rockefeller.
So we bring this up about Rockefeller artists, and I always keep it real, my opinion. So I don't give a damn. Now, when Jay-Z artists he had, what did they? So when you're trying to sell somebody, now you trying to go platinum and make hits, them rappers they possess that. Pause. What I'm about to say. None niggas have the looks. They had scruffy beards and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look like they fucking smoke black.
You got a point.
Listen, listen to me. They smoke black and miles, put them out, put in their inside pocket and Average. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it just walk around with that shit like an old black and miles put out with the worst smell ever. You know, it looked like they fucking goddamn Drake fucking goddamn 40 still, or Drake fucking goddamn Easy Jesus, E and J.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, so they didn't have to look. Selling music, it takes more than just having dope hip hop lyrical songs. So, but 50, you go to him when he did Banks possessed all that. Because you're not gonna double platinum, triple platinum with just bars. All right.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't know. You sound like you're glazing Jay-Z right now.
What?
It sounds like you're glazing Jay-Z.
Is that what you read?
I think
I said why they wouldn't sell. His artists didn't sell because they didn't possess the look.
Bro, he had Rockaware.
I mean, that's one thing, but
so
you know what I mean?
These niggas ain't possess. Listen.
Yeah, you look at you look at Freeway, you look at Siegel. They make dope music, don't get me wrong.
Women
but at the end of the day, motherfuckers 50 got like you got the game. Know what I mean? He a blood.
Yeah, Paul.
You know what I mean? Females like him. He's 6 foot, whatever, 6'3",
6'5".
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's 6'5". Damn. But anyway,
yeah, they made his character on like 2K. You remember him on 2K when they brought all the celebrities?
Yeah. Sure did.
Yeah, but anyways, you know what I mean? He was just appealing. Dope ass rapper too, and he just had it all. Gang life, Compton, tied in with Dr. Dre, this and that. You know, you got Lloyd Banks. You know what I mean? He had the looks, dope music, fall back, but looked like he could be a problem. Now he's too quiet.
Young Buck, same way.
Buck too. Hey, you got Buck, yeah. You know what I mean? So, Buck was doing it. It just had it all.
So he had the appeal. He had 3 other rappers that had that appeal to women. Women buy most of the music. So when Jay come with Freeway and B, they go on stage. You know what I mean? Paul, they ain't the same, but women, oh my God, Sequel and Freeway, nigga, that bitch like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So
it was like he was putting himself in a position.
Hey, Mike, remember we was with the shit in the summertime, Juneteenth. Who's on front, niggas? The women was way in the back. They didn't want to see them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But now you see what I'm saying? But who's on front? Nothing but ninjas. You know what I'm saying? We was all in front, like, bro, yo, who was that?
Yeah, they ain't get no brawl stone at them.
Yeah, like,
niggas is taking their jerseys off.
It's the Brock.
But no, that's basically what so basically that's what it was, where you had that, they didn't have that part. So we had that, and then the music was straight street. So you got to be from a certain element, certain cloth. Whether you like the beats or you like what the message was in the music, that's what they possess. So
you talking about for 50?
I'm talking for state property for Jay-Z's artists. They couldn't. They had nobody to market like that. Only one they came close to was Leaf and Buck, Young Guns.
Yeah,
but it almost was like he was putting himself in a situation where, like, he just I keep thinking of Nas thing saying this type of shit too, but like just pretty much just surrounding himself around ugly, so he can look pretty.
And Jay was an ugly nigga. That's why he wasn't the top artist. Bitches like, yo, that nigga ugly as hell. I remember that back in the day. Like, he's ugly as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I look at everything, I look at the 360 thing. A lot of people don't say that. But I put pause behind it because I'm not, you know what I mean? But that's what it was, like Nas. A lot of women like Nas. So Nas was always getting them sales. Oh, I love Nas. You know what I mean? Chicks. Man, we used to go to school stuff. So when you see chicks, they get a magazine, you know, when they put on their wall, that's what they get attracted to. They like the Nas's back in the day, the Big Daddy Kane's, the Tupac. What can I say about that? He was the perfect storm ever in hip hop as far as quality. Because some people was put Drake, but see, this is what Drake lacked. The streets and the hood and the black people kind of put Drake out like Tupac.
You got to be the first person in here to bring up Drake. This whole conversation.
I said
just
5
so
minutes,
you know that. Everybody, y'all know that.
I said,
he's the nigga the first.
All right, back away. But so with Jay's artists, they didn't have all that. So, but I'm telling you, Freeway is the most dynamic artist I've heard in my life.
Actually, I could say, I could say Freeway overall is better than Beans.
Yeah,
and I don't think Freeway get enough credit. He has, other than the Jay-Z album and Kanye under Rockefeller, he had the best album.
Well, that's why they were paired together, though.
I want to say
the
artist era. Like, Kanye came late. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, you know what I mean, the era of the grimy rock.
But his beats,
Freeway had the best album. Listen, that was a no-skip album. That was a no-skip album.
Mike, go back tonight. Later on, you get a chance. Go listen to Freeway. The beats is alone is gonna make you like, wow. Just the beats alone.
Kanye.
Just Blaze beats.
Think about it. Flip Side still getting played. And I don't even play that song because the whole album is so entertaining and great. You know what I mean?
Full Effect is my
right now, Full Effect. Right now, it's the time to play this. You know what I mean? This type of weather, this and that. Boy, when you play that, like, yo, you in mode, like, you know what I mean? Then you know what we do is from the sun come up, crack a 40 when the sun goes down. It's a cold winter. You bundle up.
You hear that motion though? That motion.
Yeah. Keep going.
That's emotion right there. Certain rappers bring that out. That's why you have the 50. So for instance, like when it came to G-Unit shit, and that's why I love 50 too, because 50 could have did something different. He dropped Give It Your Die, tried, Diamond album. He came with Beg with Mercy, said, I'm gonna put my artists out. Dog, when you play that album, man, pause, I know I'm glazing, but dog, G to this day, I argue people on Beats Round Loud's page on Facebook, you go follow it. G-Unit is the best group ever with the best album ever, Beg for Mercy. Dog, I play that album so much. I'm talking about I could fall asleep so I wake up and say, hey, rap, I'm so hood. I'll do the whole shit with the hooks and the ad-libs. That's just the album. Like,
I'm so hood.
But that's how, you know what I mean?
Love me for being me.
I even know so much. I'm like, wow, my buddy. And I know it's a song with that. Like, yo, that's how.
You like that? Come on.
But that album right there, Jay didn't have an album that introduces artists in that way. He tried to come with the dynasty, but it didn't work. But Beg for Mercy, you go back, man. But anyway,
my buddy.
Like he said, now I'm gonna ask y'all a question. So when 50, after that, when he came with the I don't know if y'all listened before I self-destruct, I'm pretty sure I did whatever. And Jay became a volume 3. How'd you feel that I think Michael, I think he was probably listening to Blueprint 3 more than what we did. Because I heard 2 times I threw it out the window. Dre gave me CD, thanks. I took off with Dre. I stole with Dre.
You could have stole. I didn't give a fuck about that dumbass album.
What?
That's exactly what happened.
I'm surprised Work getting stolen off of with that album.
He left it down the spot, whatever. He had the album. He brought out no, Dre did have Blueprint 3. He left it down there. I'm like, oh yeah. I played it twice.
I left it for a reason, obviously. I never asked for it back, or where was it?
Yeah, I was drunk around. Looked at this. I played twice. The second time, like, man, hell no. I put that shit right through fucking mother department.
That shit was terrible.
Bro,
only song I played was the Pharrell song, Freeze. Freeze. Probably my old album. Next shit.
Swiss Beats.
Yeah, Swiss. What's that?
On to the next one.
I only play that because he used to bang in the system. Other than that, man,
on to the next album.
Yeah.
Blueprint 3, remember?
And then I played Kanye's verse. Run this down tonight.
About Jay-Z, like with that album, like I don't know, it was definitely a different Jay-Z.
Yeah,
it was like because he didn't know where to go musically, and same time too, he was old as fuck.
He was fighting being 40 because he turned 40.
Yeah, he turned 40. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
y'all ever see that chart where it shows like a bunch of people? It'll show like a bunch of teams or a bunch of celebrities or athletes and how much they make throughout the years. And the shit it was for popularity, bro. That's Jay-Z after that album and fuck the American Gangster album.
That was a good album.
You like that?
He loved that album.
I mean, the main singles from it was very.
I even bought the acapella CD.
Oh, damn, yeah, we remember that. Nah, yeah, he made a beat off that. But listen.
Oh, okay.
So when you all right, that album was an artistic album, and I feel it because he said he made the album because he wanted to play Frank Lucas, and of course they turned it down anyway because he never acted before. But he wanted to play that Frank Lucas role. So when he made American Gangster, he said he made that because he wanted that to be a soundtrack if he got the role for that movie, American Gangster. Of course, he didn't get it.
50 Cent would have got the role.
Nah, that's.
Yeah,
nah,
50 was a good actor anyway. It's back then.
He sucked in.
Yeah.
It is now we kind of Givers not trying for easy for him to act because it was his life, but anything else after that was like. But nah, like with that American Gangster album, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Once he had me listen to it, because first I was like, because I like the singles, and I listened because VH1 used to have the videos, and he did a concert, but he had on VH1. Actually, him and Kanye did at the same time, because Kanye had a Slept On album, 808 Heartbreaks concert on VH1. But Jay did.
That was so slept. I slept on that. I missed it. And it's so hard to find just the clips of them.
Yeah, if you can find a concert he did.
A lot of that whole album all had music videos.
Yeah, I think it was a slept album. Yeah, but I think, but you know what I mean, wrap it up and shit. You know what I mean, 10 o'clock. You know what I mean, but I say at the end of the day, like I said, I think Jay just got too mature too quick.
Well, he got older. I mean,
he got older. Yeah, I know that. So then. Because if he got mature, like let's just say he turned 30 in 2003, I've been in a different story. True. 50 was still in his 20s, and he's doing
25 when he did Good Shit I Tried.
So let's just say, like us, he's only a few years older. He was like probably 6-7 years older than us, but he's more in the mid-20s. We're just becoming adult teenagers, like 19. So it's just like everything he said is boom. It's like connected. His music connects with us.
I'd say this is another thing. I think Jay-Z's like LeBron.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And 50 Cent's more like Curry.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's a perfect comparison because Curry always winning and LeBron looks like he's always winning, but he don't win. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like that shit. You don't like that shit. Yeah.
Am I right? A little bit.
All right, we'll leave it there though. Know what I mean? Good time talking. We did about an hour. Know what I mean? So
we're gonna come back tomorrow on that, but my bad. I always kept
if y'all, if they can't make it tomorrow, I'll be on, doing a pod. You know what I mean? But
we come back tomorrow. I like these.
Tell them y'all IGs, y'all Instagram.
Yeah, we gotta put some more hours in these. Don't play. If people are gonna tune in, they're gonna tune in eventually.
Of course, you see my name under there, Izzy. He gets busy. You see the name under there. I'm on all platforms. Like I said, you on Red Door. I don't care what you go on. You find my name anywhere you go to. True. Make sure you follow me.
Yeah. Got Caitlin in the bag. Happy birthday, Caitlin. You can't forget about her birthday today. Can't forget about her birthday today.
I can't say what I want to say on camera, so I'll be down.
All right. Now, man. Yo, my opinions is Plex.
All right, y'all.
You check us out, man.